welcome the author of the book, The Royal Visit, Miss Ronti Akitobi.
I knew it was her.
So we're going to have to hold that.
That's what I said.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Not fine.
Not fine. What's the matter?
I'm thirsty. You didn't give me water.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming. My name is Ronti Akitobi. The title of the book I wrote is The Royal Visit. It's the first book in the series of TNT Nubian Adventures. I'm actually not an author. I'm a finance person, and some people here can testify to that. Anderson, Deloitte, and so a lot of people were shocked when I came up with this book and all. The idea behind it was, I thought I was looking at the things our kids watch, the Disney channels, the Cinderellas, the Snow Whites, and things like that, and it did not represent what our kids look like. So I thought there was a gap, and I felt that's a gap we need to fill. Not only that, it's also, some people might argue that, there's the princess and the frog. For some of you that have kids, you see a black princess there, but
I love it.
but really and truly, it doesn't represent we Africans. So I felt, it was very important that we tell our own stories and put something out there that represents us, characters that look like us and our kids can relate to. So that's the whole idea of the story. For some of you, I know some of you have read it. You can buy the book out there, and I really hope you will enjoy it.
Yes. So while you're holding the mic, I will just come and stand on this side. Just a few questions before we go into reading the book. How did you get to this point? You said you're not an author.
Yeah.
And you're a finance person. How does a finance person dream up the royal visit?
Okay. Well, for me, it was really being Nigerian. We all know that after retirement, we're on our own. There's people before retire, we're on our own. There's no state pension or anything. So I was like, what can I do that could generate income after I retire, which is like probably 20 years time or more. I thought, okay, this is a gap. If it goes well, my ultimate dream is to have animated series based on these characters that is mainstream, that can compete with the likes of Disney, Nickelodeon, etc. And have merchandise that our kids like and will buy, and trouble their parents that, mommy, daddy, buy this for me, the lunch boxes, the bags, the clothes. And actually, because I do clothes as well, and two of my models are here with their princess dresses from TNT Nubian Adventures. Yeah, Daddy.
Excuse me?
Daddy, you want people to see you? Let people see your dress. Oh, she's shy. I just wondering what's going on.
Nobody told me I was going to be
She
twerking.
looks so pretty. Oh. So this is what I hope to do in the long run. Yeah.
I know it's
Have you
creating a
ever made a
range
show
for
like
African children, or not even African children. I guess it's any child anywhere that wants to connect with Africa.
Yes.
So even looking at the characters that you've created, what about the African story? Did it shout out to you? Because I guess for me the question is, why a children's book? You could have written for adults, probably be more lucrative.
Yeah.
But why a children's book?
Because I think it's very important in formative years to understand that the way they look is beautiful, is handsome. There isn't the way the other characters they see shouldn't be the standard of beauty to them. So I feel the earlier the better, because I think it's also important that at this young age they embrace the culture as in being African, to embrace it, be proud of it. Because you do meet some little kids, and it breaks my heart when they're like, oh, I don't want to go to Africa. If you tell them you're going to Nigeria, they start crying because they think it's a very bad place. They don't want to eat our food or speak the language. They just want to be as Western as possible. And I'm hoping that this book if it becomes cool, that they would embrace it. I know, yeah.
Do you guys think it's cool? Yeah. For the little kids in the house.
Queen Laura was the most beautiful and powerful woman in all the kingdoms. She wore elegant and colorful attires. Her beauty was spoken of in the four corners of Lafayette. Her skin glowed as if kissed by the sun, and her hair was full and long.
Dads, let's get some feedback from you. What are your thoughts? I'm sure you read lots of books with your kids from school, at least I hope. So what are your thoughts? Any brave mom or dad in the room? Are you a dad?
Yes.
Are you a mom?
Yes.
What do we think so far?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a very good book. It's very interesting. We like the animation, the animals, and the African background of it all.
I'd like to congratulate Ronti on writing a book. It's no small feat, and having a full-time job and everything and managing to do that. I am super proud of you. And I know over the next week, bedtime is going to be super fun because we're going to go through the book, take the book apart, and I'm sure the girls are going to love it. So congratulations.
I want you to share with us what it was like when you first read the story. What came alive for you to be able to create these pictures?
When I first read the story, what came alive for me in the story were the costumes. Ronti had a very vivid imagination about what she wanted. She had a very clear idea of what she wanted to achieve, and it was inspiring for her to describe it. And I know how many days we argued over what should be there, what should not be there, but she was very insistent, and I'm happy it came out the way it did.
Thanks to our partnership with Ronti and the Royal Visit, our book club will be receiving a boost. A round of applause again, please.
My name is Vanessa Omojola, and I'm here for the launch of the book The Royal Visits by Ronti Akintobi. I'm impressed by the quality of printing. I am impressed by the fonts. I am impressed by the lettering. Looking at the characters and looking at the book itself, you know, the pictures are so captivating, the graphics are so captivating. I like the fact that they were able to depict the African texture. You see all the characters in the books, they all had Ankara patterns, they all wore Ankara fabrics. I like the fact that all the characters have Yoruba names. Like Ronti said, she said she wanted to promote, it was not enough for us to just promote cartoons on Disney channels and all. She wanted an African story that tells African history.
My name is Dupe Talabi. I think the book is actually fantastic. It's very colorful, very animated. The story is an interesting one, and I like the way it ended because it opens up a lot more avenues for, you know, more exciting stories. It's based in Africa. It's got a lot of African influences, which is really nice because it's something that is very relatable that our children can see themselves in, and you know, the stories help to expand their imagination as well.
My name is Kemi Olafui, and I came for Ronti's book launch, and we had lots of fun. I've actually bought a copy for my kids' school library, and I'm really happy that I made it here today. Thanks.
My name is Flora Fabian. It's a very interesting read. It's a mixture of what's going on currently, ancient African culture, and you know, it's just very things that we're familiar with. My daughters and I are going to take the book apart at bedtime. We're going to read it over the next couple of days. And I've got, as you can see, I have a number of copies, which I'm going to give to all my nephews and my nieces. You know, it's a different story. So it's something that I'd like to expose them to.
My name is Temitope Oshobu. Yeah, I've known Ronti for like maybe close to 2 decades now. We knew each other in Chicago, and then met again in Nigeria before she relocated back to Europe. All right, so Ronti, I'm so proud of you, and I know you're going far. So proud of you, and I want to use this opportunity to say thank you. You connected me to the job where I work right now. So I want to say a very big thank you. And this is just the beginning of greater things to come. I'm so sure of that. This book is so captivating. I haven't read much of it, but I noticed that the 2 chapters that were read today, the children were all captivated. Everybody was totally quiet. I mean, we could not keep them quiet, but when it was time to read the book and listen to the book, everybody kept quiet. I mean, the children really loved it. And I like the fact that, I mean, one of the parts that interested me the most was the fact that, the part that talked about the animals talking. I thought that was very, very interesting. And also the African context that you brought into it was so beautiful. I mean, your imagination is, for me, like out of this world. So interesting, and this is just the beginning. I also like the fact that when you were asked why you wrote the book, that you're thinking of retirement already. I mean, that's so beautiful. A finance person talking about, I mean, being, extraordinarily imaginative, talking about, getting to the point where this will become a known brand in every home, where we're selling. You start selling T-shirts, face caps, toys, and all of that. I think that's really brilliant. I wish you the best, Roti, and love you so much. All the very, very best. Bye. Thank you.
The reason why I decided to write the book was I felt there was a gap in terms of mainstream animation that reflects how we look like or how our kids look like. So I thought it would be nice to fill that gap where our kids can see animated characters that look like them. And one of the positive things I've received, feedback I've gotten is, that looks like me, that looks like my mom, I do my hair like that, and all. And I think it would be a new way to set the standard for beauty, that kids can look like us, people can look like us and considered beautiful. We're princesses, kings, queens, princes. Yeah.